Hey, I'm Steven from SunJoe, and today I want to show you how quick and easy it is to be able to change the chain on your SunJoe pole saw. If you need to, you can also change the bar at the same time. Let's get started. Replacing the chain on your pole saw is really very quick and easy. First thing we're going to do is we're going to use the hex key that was provided with your pole saw, and you're going to remove the sprocket cover bolt. Put this in place. Twist this, and then what will happen is the cover is going to come off nice and easy. There's a tab in the back. Now, what we're going to do is we're then going to use the flathead attachment that's part of the hex key. If for some reason you've lost this, you can use any flathead screwdriver, and we're just going to loosen the tensioner pin over here. Okay? Okay. Now, all you're going to do is lift up, the bar comes off, and then all you're going to do is loosen this up. They'll come out of the grooves from the bar, and you're ready to go. The next step is to lay out the saw chain in a loop and straighten out any kinks. The sharp side of the teeth should face in the direction of the chain's rotation or travel. If they're backwards, we're going to flip them over. And as you can see here, that's backwards. So when we flip it over, now you can see when looking at this one individual tooth, they match up. The next step is to place the chain drive links into the bar groove. A tip before we go on to the next step is to loosen the tensioner pin. You can just use your fingers to just loosen this just a little bit. It'll make the next step of getting the bar and chain on easier. Position the chain so there's a loop at the back of the bar. Hold the chain in position on the bar and place the loop around the sprocket. Just like that. Now remember, when placing the bar on the flange, you want to ensure that the tensioner pin is in the chain tensioner hole and the bar. The next step is to tighten the chain tensioner screw only enough to hold the bar and chain in place, ensuring the chain is still in place over the sprocket. The next step in the installation process is to install the sprocket cover. We're going to do this by inserting the rear tab into that slot. To attach this, what we're going to do is we'll take our hex key, put it in the bolt, and we're going to turn this. Now we're not going to do this too tight because we still want to leave room so that we can adjust the tension on our chain. Our next step is to remove all of the slack from the chain by turning the chain tensioning screw clockwise until the chain seats snugly against the bar with the drive links in the bar groove. You should really only see about that much play. The last step in the installation process is to tighten the sprocket cover bolt using our hex key. Just a reminder, a cold chain is correctly tensioned when there's no slack on the underside of the guide bar. The chain is snug, but you can turn it by hand without binding. Now remember, you always want to turn the chain in the direction of travel.